All these boxes behind me are toys that I didn't open this year because I ran out of time. So let's rank my pile of shame for 2023. If you're not familiar what a pile of shame is, it is a stack of boxes that somebody hasn't opened, but they want to get to. Without further ado, here is the number one item on my stack of shame, and that is the HasLab Hiss Tank. This thing is an absolute thing of beauty. I've been waiting about a year and a half, maybe even a little bit longer for this thing, and it's been sitting in this box that just begs to be opened. And not only is it the Hiss Tank, it's a lot of the GI Joe Classified series. What ended up happening, the best that I can tell, is that all of the pre-orders that I've been accumulating for years, months, all that kind of stuff, all of a sudden just popped up at once, and the boxes started coming and coming and coming and coming and coming, and they haven't stopped. So here we have Shockwave. He's probably near the bottom of my list. Even though I actually really like Shockwave, he was one of my favorite O-ring GI Joes as a kid. There's just some more exciting ones on the list here. And here we have Wolf Spider. This is a brand new GI Joe. I don't believe he has been part of any of the comics, any of the other things. This is a brand new GI Joe Classified original, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, please. Here we have Desert Commando Snake Eyes. I picked this up on super duper sale. He, again, is kind of at the bottom of my list. Actually, I'm going to put him at the bottom because I have quite a few Snake Eyes. I have the movie Snake Eyes, the original Snake Eyes, the Commando Snake Eyes with the original Timber. When will I ever stop buying Snake Eyes? The world may never know. Now we have some Cobra figures here. This is Ripper, one of the Dreadnoks. Super excited to open this one. Probably going to get to him at the beginning of the year, no doubt. And then we also have another one for the GI Joe group, General Hawk. He looks super cool. Looks like a very classic GI Joe figure, but there's just some touches that make him fit very well with the modern Classified line. Agent Helix, this is probably somewhere in the middle. There's a lot of cool different accessories that go on her wrists as kind of like extensions for the swords, the weapons, needles. I don't know exactly what those are, but probably middle of the list. I'm very excited to open this one. And here we have one of the ninjas. This is Nunchuck. He's probably around the same tier as Agent Helix. I used to have a Nunchuck, but he was part of like the Ninja Force ones that were like the glow in the dark kind of stuff. And another one near the top here, we have Buzzer, one of the Dreadnoks. And considering the team is filling out nice, here I have Ripper, here I have Buzzer. I also have Zorana, Zartan, and just the team keeps getting filled out. Well, that does it for all the GI Joe stuff. So if we kind of go back, it's the top, very top is the Hiss Tank. The one issue that I have with the Hiss Tank is that I'm going to have to clear off a lot of space back here because it is so large, which eventually I'm going to have to do anyway because the Dragonfly is something else that I've pre-ordered and I'm going to have to make room for that, but I think I might hang that one because it is a helicopter after all, so that's going to take some time. That is why I hadn't just dove into that one. But of course, I don't just collect G.I. Joe, I have a bunch of Nerf stuff as well. And wouldn't you know that I also have a bunch of Nerf boxes that I've opened, half opened. I've opened in the past, but haven't gone deep enough with the actual product itself. So let's get into that. I have this Nerf bunker set as well as this target that I've been sent. This one actually almost got all the way open, but not quite. I needed the box for Christmas presents. But let's talk about these bunkers here. I've had some of these in the past, not the Nerf branded kind, but just some of the original ones. And I like these a lot. There's a few different varieties on the back here. So I'm kind of curious to see how that takes, well, I guess shape. And along with those targets, they also sent me some Eagle Points. Here's the thing, I did have an Eagle Point, but I thrifted it and it was broken and it was missing the scope right here as well as the barrel. So I'm gonna open up one of these in the future just to get a full Eagle Point experience because I did like the one that I had when it was working. Here we have one of the Fortnite Compact SMGs, and I got this from Ollie's for, it was 15 bucks. I think I got it on extra sale there. And I'm just curious to see how this works. I like the shape of this blaster here. And the Fortnite stuff is cool. One of these stow and go caches was another thing that got sent to me that I wasn't quite able to get to before the end of the year. I think this is kind of fun. I have an idea for a video with this one, so I'm looking forward to trying that out. The Nerf Ultra Speed. Now this blaster was incredibly, like almost prohibitively expensive for the longest time. So when it started going on sale, I jumped on this one because I've heard such good things from American Foam. I do know the limitations of this one, that the mags aren't compatible with other magazines in the Ultra line. I had to try it out myself, and when it started going on sale for more than half off, I just couldn't resist this one. But because it wasn't a priority, it's been staying in the box for a very long time. I bet you didn't expect to see this on the list because, well, it's an extremely old box And as you can tell, it's seen better days. Here's why it is on the list though, because I found this new in box at a Goodwill. I'm guessing they tried to sell it at a garage sale first, which is why they have the sticker over the price tag. But from what I can tell, this box has never been opened. It even has the hang tag right here. That makes me think that somebody bought this, left it sitting in, I don't know, a garage, a basement, an attic, or something like that, and never got to opening it. So it's also kind of funny too, if you look right here, it has the ESPN Sports logo right there, because this is when Dart Tag was one of the very first attempts at Nerf being a competitive arena-based game. Now we're seeing that again with Nerf Ball, so I wonder if there's any more documentation anymore, like inserts, flyers, that talks about this one, because it does say the Nerf Dart Tag World Championships at ESPN Worldwide Sports Complex. And I could enter for a chance to compete at Nerf.com. I'm guessing the website has changed a little bit since Dart Tag was a thing. For the last thing in my pile of shame, it is the Nerf Limited Aliens M41-A blaster. Now you may be thinking, hey, haven't I opened that up on TikTok or on Shorts? The answer is yes, and I only got it out very briefly, and this was a long time ago. Otherwise, it's been sitting nearly pristine in the box without me really exploring and playing with it. This is a nearly perfect prop replica of the M41A blaster from Aliens. It even has the master key at the bottom for the mega ammo, which if you've watched the Aliens movie in the past, you know exactly what that does. But this thing looks incredible. It looks so amazing. And I want to explore this a little more and possibly give it a full review. Yes, a full review, even though this blaster is a couple years old, I think, at this point. So I know I whipped through that list incredibly quickly because eventually I do want to get to each and every single one of these boxes that I showed on camera. While everybody's posting their top toy lists of the year, I wanted to highlight a fact that just about nearly everybody in this space can feel on some deep personal level that you just can't possibly get to everything you want in a year. So I want to know from you, which of these boxes that you saw do you want me to open first? So be sure to leave that in the comment section, and that does it. Happy holidays, happy new year, and we'll see you in 2024.